Oh, we are live. No, we are. Are we? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just making sure. Yeah, we are. Ooh, my face is shiny. I shouldn't have done that. Okay.
As if you really look like this.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Well, guys, the the monthly thing, live Q&A was ended. Yes, last week. I did my one daily streaming Q&A for you guys last week. But I was just in the mood, and I was just like, you know what? Let me hang out with you guys for again tonight. So basically, Q&A special, open mic once again. You guys know me. You can ask me any question you want, and I'll answer it the best to my ability. Here to have some fun, joke around with you guys as always. You probably saw Malcolm run out and make a joke, and then um, but please, the one thing I ask, no questions of Avengers Infinity War. Please. I've seen the movie, yes. But I want to be respectful to people who have not seen it. Don't want to spoil anything for them. I will be putting up a spoiler review. I already put up a non-spoiler review already, so please don't spoil it for anybody. That's why I'm not doing please no Avengers Infinity War questions. If you want to go watch the my spoiler free review, go watch it. I didn't talk much about it. I stayed true. I just gave a little bit of like what I felt about the movie, things like that. But other than that, it was nothing that spoiled anything in that movie. So yeah, so please just be a little respectful for that. Um so like I said before, as well as also, don't forget, guys, Christopher Bennett Reactions, my all reaction channel is doing well, almost to 200 subscribers. Thank you so much. This channel, we're on the road to 9,000 pack strong members. Some news I want to give you guys is I'm working on a T-shirt for people to buy. So I'm really working on that to get a T-shirt out there. Um, get some merchandise out there. It'd be really cool. I'm working on that. That's a big news right there. So yeah, for those who are here, I did put this up on via Twitter, let you guys know that I was doing this. So let's see who exactly is here. And never don't mind my PS4 is still on. Like I said, because once I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna jump back on PS4. I don't know what I'm gonna play, but you could see I have the Akuma wallpaper and everything like that. So yeah. Um, um, let's see who's here. Okay, Darth Primus is here. What's up? Scotty is here. What is up? Omnitron is here. Comic Freak X, Sean is here, and Perry King is here. Dano, Travis, King, the King is here. What up? Julian is here, and Tony Montana is here. All right. What is up, my pack members? Your alpha is here. Let's do this. Okay, so the first question is, let's see. Glad I could catch the show. I always seem to miss them. I hope the weather there isn't as hot as it is. Actually, yeah, it got real hot here in New York now. The weather now it's really starting to feel like spring. It got so hot here that the humidity it rained earlier before, so yeah, it got hot. It's pretty hot now, but it's worth it. It's good because we've had we catch a little bit we catch a little bit of springtime weather here in New York, and then it showed you that winter or whatever is still around. Like, yeah, we're still here. You're still gonna get some cold weather in the 50s and stuff like that. But anyway, let's see. Okay, Scotty Showman. I think this. First question: how's your week going so far? I hope work and videos are doing well. My week is pretty much going well. As you all know, Thursdays and Fridays are my weekend, meaning those are my days off where I can just chill and relax and catch up, and also just uh, get rejuvenated for the week, for the rest of the week, before I go back to work and things like that. So yeah, doing well, doing fine. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Thank you for asking. I hope everybody's doing well on their end. That's my slogan. All right, so next up we have is Darth Primus, and you asked me, you have to admit that the new Ant-Man watch trailer has put a lot of us in a better mood after the emotional experience that was Infinity War. Okay, I'll answer that because I did do a reaction to the new Ant Man Wasp trailer. I haven't put it up yet. I'm still editing it. But yeah, I thought it was great. Thought it was fun. It looks like Ant-Man. This is just gonna be another fun Ant-Man movie because the first one I thought was good. It was fun. We're gonna have the Ghost in this movie. Even though Ghost is more about predominantly Iron Man villain, and they made the Ghost female. I think they've done it just for Wasp, for her half. But other than that, I think it's gonna be pretty good. um, the only thing I will say is I don't think it's going to be a good ending. If you know what I mean. For all who's seen, you know what. All right. So yeah. I'm just trying. Jason Aaron's is making She-Hulk more like Hulk, but not in dispressing. When she was gray She-Hulk, it's like she's making her a combination of savage and sensational. I can dig it. I have not read Avengers number 691. I'm not calling it number one. I'm calling it by its real number, not Avengers number 691. But I'm looking forward to it. Seen a lot of people give it a lot of praise and that it was good. I have not picked up my books for this week, so I can't really say. But as you guys know, um, my reviews will be coming back soon, and but I'll be doing them more in bulk now. But yeah, I haven't read it yet, but I've heard a lot of people say they like it. They like the whole aspect of the first story is doing the 1,000 year, 10,000 BC Avengers, like the Avengers that were before the humans and all that stuff with Agamotto and all those characters like that. I'm cool with that. That's fine. But I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I'm glad to see just Jen's back. Um, it's cool. I liked what um Mariko Tamiki was doing with the character. Like she was going through some stress after nearly dying from Thanos. That's why she became this way. And I thought it was a good reprieve from this the ravishing, sensational She-Hulk that we all know, and she was having some issues, and I enjoyed what she did. I'm looking forward to seeing her go back to writing Laura. She did a great job with that. So yeah, um, let's see. All right, the show hasn't started for you guys. Okay. Okay, I answered those questions. Okay, Comic Freak X. First question is, you asked me, can we ask? Oh, I did answer that. I wrote you back. Okay, next question. Thoughts on the Kanye West situation? I said, but I told you guys, you can ask me any question, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Okay, if you're talking about what has come out from Kanye West prior this week, where he went on to say that slavery was a choice. It was a choice. He went on TMZ. I don't watch TMZ, but somebody had posted it on my timeline on Facebook, and it was there. And I was heading to work, and um, and I'm getting through rush hour, get on the rush hour traffic on the train, and I'm watching it on the train, and just like, okay, I really didn't want to watch it, but I'm just like, what did he do now? And that's all I say now. Like, what did he do now? And he goes on to say, yeah, a lot of black folks say 400 years of slavery, 400 years of slavery. That sounds like a choice to me. And I had to stop for a minute, and I just looked out the window for a couple of minutes, train, just looking at the view while the train is, I'm on the train, and I'm just like, hit the button again. He said it, and I went back just to hear it, and I'm just like, no, this fool did not say that. No, this fool didn't say that. So, tracing back my family tree, which I have done, I do know that on one side of my family, and I believe it's my father's side, that my family was, there are some slavery in my family, with slaves. And to hear that, it's just like, so my ancestors had a choice of being whipped, beaten, raped, and so many other horrible things. That was a choice for them. They chose that. And I just shake my head like this is something wrong with this guy. Something is wrong with this guy. And I stopped, but I know I didn't watch anymore because after that I was done. But I know after one of the correspondents of TMZ, the black dude, he came out of his box and just ransacked him. The point is, look, I have really gone on record to say this, and I've talked this with many people. Look, Kanye has not been the same, and I know this from experience. He has not been the same since he lost his mother. Since he lost his mother, um, somebody answer that, please. Okay, sorry about that, guys. He has not been the same since he lost his mother. I know that feeling very much. To know how that feels to lose your mother, and sometimes it's hard to recover, and sometimes you don't recover. But the difference between me and Kanye is the fact that Sean is the fact that I had loved ones. I had my father, I had my brother, my cousins and aunts, uncles, everybody like that that helped me get through that dark time and helped me kind of still call. It's still there. Don't get me wrong. It is still there, and it's never gonna go away. There are days I'm in bed, and there are days I'm not even sleeping, and there are days when I look at the foot of my bed and I'm halfway sleeper, and I swear I see her at the end of my bed, and or there are times where I get up and I'm expecting to smell the smell of homemade breakfast being made and her humming and singing songs and classic music being played in the kitchen. That's what I'm expecting sometimes from her. And so I can understand that, you never get over it. But he's in an industry where there's not a lot of people you really can call friends, and he really has nobody. Yeah, you can say, oh, he's married to Kim Kardashian. He's got a wife and he's got a child and things like that. But you don't say some shit like that and think that it has some merit to it. And then there's people out there that say, but that happened in the past, get over it, yada yada yada. Somewhat true, but still it happened. Don't act like it hasn't happened. It did happen. And I'm not going to say, well, if you're not black or brown or anything like that, you don't understand. I'm not saying that, Sean. But what I'm saying is the fact that he hasn't been right since he lost his mother, and it's sad. And it's sad to see him kind of with this stupidity that he has now. And it was that those statements were uncalled for. It was stupid, Sean. It shouldn't have happened. And I'm not gonna go and say, man, fuck him and anything like that. No, but I'm just gonna say, um, it wasn't a choice. It wasn't a choice. It happened, and I hope it doesn't happen again. But you know what? In some ways, slavery is still going on. Just be honest, it is. Talk to the people who live here, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's move on. Darth Primus says, I was listening to the world class bullshitters live while I was waiting for. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Somebody talking. I heard Disney might remove the part where Deadpool mentions Thanos by name. It might be due to the license issues with Disney and Fox. I don't know why. I don't. It's just Deadpool breaking the fourth wall is what he does. So it is what it is. Um. Okay, Perry King, what's your thoughts on Hasbro acquiring Power Rangers? They fine. They're onto a new studio and everything like that. Fine. Let's see where it goes. That's the best way I could describe it. Um. Yeah, everything is. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you, Sean. I was just in the bathroom. That's all. Sorry about that. Did did I watch the greatest Royal Rumble? No, I did not. I did not support that Royal Rumble at all. Um, and I have my reasons for it, but I think everybody should know why. I'm not going to support a culture, or even if it is culture, but where the women can't wrestle, or you know things like that. I'm not going to support that. And a lot of the performers, the wrestlers there, even showed that they did not like it, but it is what they had to do. So I did not support. I did not watch it. Um, I got up that Friday and went. Me and Malcolm went to go see Infinity War. I watched to see the results, like see what happened, but I didn't watch it. And it's just another cash grab, for me, in my opinion. Okay. Uh, let's see. What do you think? Who do you think is the villain in Deadpool 2? From what I remember hearing, is Black Tom. Black Tom is the villain. Um, you all know Black Tom, the cousin of Banshee. Um, I'm I'm I believe it's Black Tom, and if it is Black Tom, it would make sense for Juggernaut to be in the movie, because him and Black Tom go way back. They're like partners in crime and everything like that. So I'm thinking it's Black Tom. But the trailers make it seem like it's Cable. What's up, Chris? Did you see the new animated Suicide Squad Hell to Pay yet? No, I have not watched it. I have it. I have not watched it yet. I haven't watched Batman Ninja. I have both of those. I have not watched it yet. When I do, you'll see a full review of those movies. So yeah. I'm trying thoughts on how Jason Aaron's lineup is looking. I love the lineup. I love the lineup. When DC and Marvel announced the lineup for both of their premiere teams, the Avengers and Justice League, I love both of them. I love this lineup. I love that you got the Trinity of the Avengers back together. I already saw a preview of the Trinity talking, drinking amongst themselves and talking. Thor, Tony, and Steve. It was great. I love that. You got Carol, you got Black Panther, you got Doctor Strange, you got She Hulk, and you got probably the odd one out of there is Ghost Rider. Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, but it's a pretty damn good team. I like the lineup. And I believe there's going to be one more member. I think Aaron said there's going to be one more member, but yeah, I like the lineup. I like it a lot. Nice Bulls hat, Chris. Thank you. Malcolm got this for me. Let's see. I used to love the Bulls as a kid. I've been loving them since. I don't quit anything I love. That's my beat. That's my motto. You don't just jump off your favorite teams because they're losing or anything like that. Yeah, the Bulls are in this, they're kind of still a real building process, but I'm still a Bulls fan since day one. I'm still a Raiders fan since day one. I'm still a Yankees fan still day one. Um, I stay loyal to my teams, and that's the problem that I have with especially these young bucks out here that just jump on a team because they're winning or something like that. That's the same thing I look at when these people who are Cleveland fans or Warriors fan. I'm like, how long you been a Cleveland fan? Have you been a Cleveland Cavaliers fan since, or are you just a fan because LeBron? You been a Warriors fan because of this, or you been a Warriors fan since day one? That's how I look at it. Next up, are you excited for the upcoming Swamp Thing TV series? I have a Geek Thought video coming up about that. But I can spoil a little bit of what I said in that video too. Um, yeah, Swamp Thing has been announced as one of the TV shows that's for the DC streaming network, along with Harley Quinn, Metropolis, Titans, um, um, I said Harley Quinn, right? Uh, Young Justice and stuff like that. This is going to be a streaming service, like Netflix and all that. But I'm glad to see Swamp Thing, and I think the showrunner is going to be um, uh, James Wan, the same person who done The Conjuring and all that. So they're probably going to do a lot of. It's probably going to stay true, kind of to its more darker um kind of the green, probably use a lot of up to date stuff that's going on with Swampy, and also more kind of horror theme to it, which would is kind of fine. We haven't seen a Swamp Thing TV show since the early 90s. I remember it. I enjoyed it. It was a little darker. His the suit was a little bit like looked uncomfortable. Guy who wore it, like, he could barely move his head. Like, it was just really weird. It used to come on the USA Network. That I remember it. That's when I remember. But it's been a long time since we Swamp Thing have its own series, and I still enjoy the first classic movies. The one that Dirk Durock was in and all that stuff. Murdoch, Durock, I'm trying to remember, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed those first two movies. You know, classic. Um. Thanks. Let's see what else. Okay. Damn, I'm missing questions. All right, all right. Let me just see. Okay, congratulations on excessive reaction vids, Chris. Thanks. How are you doing, Chris? I'm doing good, Tony. How about you? Uh, yeah, I reacted to Taki being back in Soul Calibur 6. I saw that and I'm like, my baby's back. Baby girl Taki's back. Yes, not one of her disciples. Her, she's back. So I was like, there you go. Um, what do you think of the Venom trailer? I could care less about that. That still did nothing for me. Everybody, you need to understand that it did nothing for me. The trailer did nothing for me. It felt like this should have been. You ever played the video game Prototype? That's what this reminded me of. And them mispronouncing symbiote was just that was. I'm like, nope. I don't really care for it. Just even when he finally got in the car, all fully looked, and he said, "We are Venom." It looks like to me from that point it felt like the tongue, like they were like, "Oh, we've got the tongue. Insert the tongue. Insert the tongue." You know, I'm sorry. This just doesn't make sense to me. It's like you're jumping ahead. Venom to me has never. I've never really. The only time I really liked Venom in terms of like his solo run was when Flash had it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Eddie Brock, but I liked him as the antagonist to Spider-Man. And the fact that they're making Eddie Brock kind of like he's supposed to relate to him. No, Eddie was a piece of shit, basically. He was a dirtbag, and not supposed to really kind of relate to him in some ways. And the trailer just did nothing for me. I was just like, no, thank you. I'm sorry. Um. Okay. Um. Jiren versus Hulk. In your opinion, who'd win the fight? I really don't like putting Dragon Ball characters against you know, other characters of fiction because DBZ characters like on a different level. And that's my opinion right there. I don't. Even when I do my fantasy fight debates, I stopped doing the Dragon Ball characters against like characters in comics, American comic, because it's like it's cheating. It's like no, I don't. Uh, okay. Nick Victory Fire, what's up? Just got back from seeing Infinity War and that ending, bro. You shouldn't be so. I'll say this once again. Please no Infinity War questions. Don't want to spoil it for anybody. People should not be surprised at the ending. If you've never read Infinity Gauntlet, which the movie is loosely based off of, then yeah, you may be surprised. But if you read it, then you know that's where they were going. That's all I'm gonna say. What's one thing you're really looking forward to in the month of May? Um, well, one of them is right off the top of my head, I can say gaming wise, it's well, you can't really see it, but the Detroit game, I got the demo. I'm looking forward to that game, definitely. Um, so yeah, that's one thing for sure. I'm looking forward to. Power Rangers Shattered Grid. I can't blame anybody for liking that. I'm glad I heard they are going to do more Infinity War in the next coming movies. Okay. Scotty asks me, who do you think won the most recent WWE shakeup? SmackDown. SmackDown got better quality, in my opinion. Did you hear about the Abu Ab- Abu controversy? Yeah, and I really don't care because I don't really watch Simpsons like that anymore. But I mean, come on, let's be a little honest. He is a racist caricature of what Indians are. It kind of is. And Hank Acera said summed it up. It was he did a. I thought he did a good job of explaining himself. Spider-Man versus Voldo. I'll still give it a Spidey. Um, if he can get a lot of, depending on how Voldo is dressed in terms of weapon, because there are times where you see his blades are attached to his hands, and then there's times it's not. But Spidey can be very quiet. You know, so it is what it is. Video game question: Fortnite, God of War, or Sea of Thieves? I'm going with God of War, which I definitely got to play. I have not picked it up yet, but I definitely want to. I've watched people play Fortnite, and it looks fun, but for me, I'll stick to I'll stick to games like Overwatch and stuff like that, and Dead by Daylight and things like that. Thoughts on the Logan Paul situation? I could care less about him. Thank you very much. King asks me, would you like to see a Wonder Woman and Big Barda team up comics series? I'd love to see Barda and anything. I miss the New Gods. Uh, Heard about Kanye yesterday, crazy stuff. Yeah. What are your thoughts on what to do after Infinity War? The fact that they want to go more cosmic is fine. That's great. Introduce more of the cosmic Marvel side. That's great. So far, the only been 3 movies announced so far. There's Spider-Man: Homecoming 2. There's Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Black Panther 2. You know, but they're not going to do Black Panther 2 until Ryan Coogler really comes up with something good. I like that. Commit. Stay in. You have to have a blueprint. Then start it. Don't just jump into something because it'll spark. And that's kind of my feeling with DC is like they're doing all this stuff. You get all these big, but it's like you're you're rushing stuff. Quality. Your quality has to be there, not just your quantity of whatever. You talking about doing a New Gods movie. Uh, Steven Spielberg is going to come over and direct a Black Hawks movie. That's good, but you know, what about those movies that you first announced? How are those movies going? You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You complain all you want about Marvel in terms of they're too funny, blah blah blah, too lighthearted, but at least Kevin Feige has a plan. They have a plan. They stick to it. There you go. Do you believe in the next upcoming movie there are going to be more Marvel heroes from old and new coming? I'm not going to answer anything about Infinity War. Sorry. I just told you that. For anybody who's just coming in, no Infinity War questions, please. Nothing, even no speculation, because if you want that, then you just have to watch my spoiler edition of Infinity War. I'm going to put that up soon. So do you think that Jason Momoa will play Aquaman as a bridge between Earth and Atlantis, or like Namor? Like Earth and Atlantis, kind of a bridge. I don't think he's gonna be like Namor. He kind of stopped that kind of attitude, you know, in Justice League somewhat. Thoughts on the new Sabrina TV show not being connected to Riverdale? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. That's fine. This is gonna go darker. This is more dark because the producers, they did a comic series not too long ago where this Sabrina cartoon comic was really dark. It was a lot dark and it felt different. The actress who's playing her looks like her. I'm looking forward to it. I got no problem with it not being connected to Riverdale. Have you seen Cobra Kai yet? I will not watch it. I'm gonna wait till all the episodes are up. Then I'm gonna binge watch it. That's the same thing I'm doing now with Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe. That's up now. It's on comicbook.com. You have to watch from there. They stream it there. But yeah, it's definitely something cool, in my opinion. What guest stars do you want in Soul Calibur? Actually, none. I don't want any. If you're talking about guest stars, we talking about guests, I want characters from Soul Edge. Those characters, some of those old characters, I would love to see back in a Soul Calibur game. We haven't seen them since. What real world culture could you see being in the world Avatar? Wait, what real world cultures could you see bringing in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender? Um, I guess population is a good one. You know, people want to have big families, and even I want to have a big family. But you gotta also it's population. Things like that. You know, because in a sense, the Avatar world, it seems like everybody is here. This is this person's, but it still looks like it still can be clustered. You know what I'm saying? Um, King M, you asked me, who would you have be the villain in be the villain for the Nightwing movie? I would say Deathstroke, but um, maybe somebody from what's going on now with Nightwing. There was a character that knew. I'm forgetting his name right. I think his name was Talon. He knew Dick's parents and stuff like that. I could see that kind of going that way. Just saying. Um, really awesome answers, Chris. Okay. Thanks. Tony Montana, what are your thoughts about the Star Wars: The Last Jedi? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. Um, yeah, the Han Solo movie looks pretty good too. If anybody wants to know, have you read Action Comics 1000? A little bit, some of the story. I haven't read all of it. And from what it is, from what I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I have the '80s cover, so you know what can I say? Did you hear that Saudi Arabia wanted Ultimate Warrior and Yokozuna to be in the greatest run? How? That's stupid. Okay, oh God, really? That's why I didn't care about that thing in the first place. What would happen if Spider Gwen and Gwenpool met each other? I don't know. I don't like Gwenpool. I like Spider Gwen, but I could care less about Gwenpool because she's supposed to be from our world that's in the comic world. I don't care less. I really can't care less. AJ Daniels, just for Titus and Neil alone, made the Greatest Rumble worth watching. I guess. I mean, it was funny, but like I said, I'm not going to support something that you're not supporting everything WWE, including their great women athletes too. I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. Jake Barnes. Did you hear that the peanut that walked? You hear what? Hear about that? The peanut that walked down the alley. I what the hell? Okay. Are you gonna go see Incredibles 2? Of course. I don't. Uh, Perry, if you watch my reaction to it, you heard me say it plenty of times. I'm gonna watch it. Which actress do you think would be a great Poison Ivy with Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn? Definitely need a redhead for sure. Natural redhead, I definitely go with. They talking about. I heard somebody say Emma Stone. Because Emma Stone, I think she's naturally redhead or so. Um, no Megan Fox. Jesus Christ, no. It's kind of hard now. Think about it. I don't know. I'm got too many in my head, and I can't think of just pulling one out. Damn. Will Miser. Did you hear? Did you see Jason Frike, Laura Dawkins, Power Ranger? Yeah, I saw that. What's your opinion on Donna Troy joining the Titan show? I heard that. She better. Um, I have a lot of concerns about this Titan show after seeing those images. But let's see where they go. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm a big Donna Troy fan, so better do her justice. Um, Sorry if I mentioned this before. Are you looking forward to the Han Solo movie? We'll see where it goes. I mean, let's be honest. Things that we know is not gonna happen. First, Landau's not gonna die. Han's not gonna die. Chewie's not gonna die. So we can just scratch all that stuff out the way. But it's gonna be interesting how they tell this story. I'm Tron. With My Hero Academy coming to Toonami next week, are you gonna check it out? Perhaps the best blending. Actually, I got it on Hulu, so I'm just watching the seasons from there. So I will be checking that out soon. We'll be binge watching that from there. So I don't care about it coming on Toonami. I'd rather listen to it in its original dialogue. So yeah, don't really care about dubbed too much. And will you catch Ice Cream the Dead? That's the same thing. I got a lot of animes on my list to watch. So and still watching animes that that still going like Detective Conan. So which is going on a long time. Let's see what we got here. Mm, um, uh, what are your thoughts on the fans booing Roman Reigns? You think WWE can't get him over? I think it's time that they realize that. Sorry to say this, but as much as I like Roman, he's not the guy. And look at what they're doing with Braun. There's your guy to go with. I'm sorry, he is over. Braun Strowman is over to the point where it's like, why are you continuing to push Roman? Braun's over. Just saying. Thanos demands your silence now, pretty much. Sorry, Chris. I'd love to hang out with you more, but I gotta go. Family stuff. Thanks for coming out. I'm John. Hey, Chris. Nathan Banks. What's up? What is your take on Alyssa Mack situation? This is big. Uh, strain on DC Superman. I don't see her appearing any content. That's some fucked up shit right there. Like she was part of some. She was like a recruiter for a sex cult and stuff like that. Even the who played Lana, but she didn't realize that's what it was. Kirsten Kirk, I think. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's some sick shit. Yeah, man, that is just crazy, just crazy to think. Um, Dark Promise, Venom looks scary as fuck. It didn't look scary to me. Didn't look nothing to me. I was like, yeah, all right. I teach its own. He didn't scare the crap out of me. He didn't remotely make me scared. Did you hear about the new Are You Afraid of the Dark movie adaptation? Is going to be written by the ones who writers of It. Whoa, really? I know they're bringing Double Dare back. That's going to be cool. Double Dare's coming back this summer. Man, Double Dare takes me back. Mark Summers, all those cats. WWE question: is Johnny Gargano the best pound for pound wrestler in North America? He's probably one of the best heels. I mean, bay faces now. He's kind of in that role Daniels in. Um, Johnny's great. The way he tells a story in the ring is just perfect. There's some things which I call him the wrestling Tom Cruise, because to me he looks like Tom Cruise, look like young Tom Cruise. Um, but Johnny's great. He truly is. I would say he's probably the face of NXT right now. He is great. He's great. The biggest thing is being scared when he moves over to the main roster. That's the biggest scare for me. Did you hear about the new scary stories to tell in the dark adaptation to be Guillermo del Toro? Oh, well, we know where he's going with that. Uh, Jason Case, what is your issue with the superpower beatdown versus fight series? Easy. Um, in those fights, as good as those costumes are, because that's batting the sun. As good as they put into details, they put in the costume. Every fight that stars a Marvel DC character, go back and watch. The Marvel character seems to always be playing that role of the heel or villain. It's always that way, and I feel that they have some kind of beef with Marvel. Outside of, if it's not a Marvel DC, anything else they are cool with. But when it's a Marvel DC fight, you go back to the Wolverine and Batman. Wolverine was basically portrayed as the villain. And they even put this is not just any Wolverine. This is X Force Wolverine. There's no difference. Okay, the Gambit, Nightcrawler. Gambit was the villain. Deadpool, Batman. Deadpool was the villain. And just because Batman lost in that first, they go back and do another stupid run to that, and this time Batman wins. It's like fucking Batman nutty huggers just can't get over the fact that, yeah, if Batman fought Wolverine, he'd die. Is, oh, we got to make him look good. The Wolverine Wonder Woman fight made no sense. It's like that was the most terriblest, just stupid matchup ever. Their matchups are just really weird at times. Um, I I I love the costume design and everything like that, but it's just make the and comes and want more proof. The Superman versus Thor fight. Thor acted like the arrogant prick from old days. Thor would not act like that if he saw Superman. It was just no. That's my issue with them. They do not do a good job of portraying. They can't. You can't have two heroes be on equal footing. You got to make one look like better or bad. One's bad. No, not in my book. If you're gonna do that, then you should be having DC heroes versus Marvel villains. All right. Do you think Will Smith can pull off a decent performance of Genie? Um, I think he can. We'll see where he goes with this. But I'll give it a chance. Shadow God for you. Are you excited for the marriage of Colossus and Kitty Pryde? About damn time. About damn time they get married. I mean, they're on and off relationship. It's about time. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm just saying. It's about damn time. That they do. Just saying. Um, I'm just saying. Let's see what else we got here. Um, Dylan Malone, will you see the Venom movie or will you not? Said it before and I'll say it again. I do not give two fucks about that movie. There you go. Question: will you ever think of making a Discord? Um, you have raw passion for doing so many things. I'm hearing about this Discord. I mean, my brother Malcolm just asked me about that. I don't know. I'm already on a couple of platforms that is right now. Besides here, um, I'm on Stardust. That's a app on the phone that you make quick reactions and things. I'm on there. I just started a. I did not make a Patreon account. I made a Twitch account. So I'm still trying to figure out how to making all ends and means of Twitch. Just testing the waters at streaming like video gameplay and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, um, I'm not sure about Discord. I have to look more into that one. Have you ever played Last of Us? If yes, what did you expect to the sequel? I've played a little bit. The I'm looking forward to seeing what the sequel is going to be. Um, that the Last of Us world is scary, and it's scary to the point that my crazy mind starts thinking that shit could happen. Um, um, that's the biggest thing about it is realizing it could happen. What's up, Ryu? Uh, okay. How would you end The Simpsons? Hmm. For one, the kids are grown up for sure. Uh, Lisa's in college or graduating from some big time college like Howard or Yale or Princeton. Bart is married and he has a maybe a he's like the Tony Hawk. He's like following Tony Hawk's like he's a pro skater. And well, more importantly, the Simpsons move out of Springfield. They that's the best way. They start somewhere else. Start over. Start somewhere else. Maggie, or maybe even Marge being pregnant again with the new child. Maggie's grown up now. Because I just don't like. you've been on for so long, and they're still young. It's like show that these kids are getting older, man. I can't stand that. Any earlier picks for your favorite song of the summer? Yeah, one of them, Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. I love that summertime. It's summer, summer, summer. That's my song. I love that song. So that's one of my favorites. Um, uh, Darth Maul, how do you think the MCU X Men should be like? Um, don't need to do an origin. Um, it's feel that their mutants have already been there. Yeah, that's the one thing. I feel that this can really go into the point of using the Infinity Stones again. Like you alter the universe to the point now where mutants are there and this is there, and so we don't need to do an origin. You can even play it up that Professor Xavier has been around for all this time. Um, the founding members of the X Men are Beast, Iceman, Jean, Cyclops, the founding five, and Warren Worthington, Angel. You know, make that feel, give that feel like yeah, they've been around. This is the founding members. You know, they gotten older or something like that. You know, stuff like that. The way they did it in the '90s X-Men show was a perfect example of how you can bring that to. They established that the X-Men have been around. One of the original X-Men. You know, they were the original X-Men, and then this X-Men team came. So yeah. Um, Scotty asked me, "Would you take What's your take on the new power duo of Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre Raw?" I could care less about that duo in terms of they should have never put Drew with Dolph. And I'm looking forward to after a while, Dolph is blah 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 blah, and then Claymore to the face. Drew goes solo, which he should have been when he came over. Bam, there you go. Bobby Roode should have not. I know all due respect to Bobby Roode, but the person that should have been the mystery was Drew. That should have been the person, not Bobby Roode. Um, but yeah, I don't care about it. I want Drew solo. Luke. Hey, just wanted to let you know, Brandon from is mad at you from there. Are you serious? Are you serious? I gotta. That's funny. That's hilarious. You joking, right? Please tell me that's a joke. But if that's true, that's funny. That is so funny. Uh, that is so funny. That's funny. If it is true, that's hilarious. I find that too funny. I gotta laugh at that. Sorry, that's funny. Um. Okay. Anyway, next up. Next question is Travis asked me, have you ever read Hack and Slash? Yes, I have. I read that one. Next question, Scotty. If all of your action figures came alive when you went to sleep and had a Royal Rumble, who'd your money be on? Don't have a lot of action figures, so I can't really say. But The ones I do have, probably say Spider Man. Uh, Fred Durst, do you think Tarzan was a was a virgin before he met Jane, or was he? That is so wrong whatsoever. But I I would assume he was a virgin. Because I think you misunderstood my Avatar question. Okay. Wrestling. What are your thoughts on the team of Kenny Omega and Kenta Ibushi in New Japan? I don't watch as much New Japan as I want to. I try to keep up what's going on there, but uh, well, they team up. It's cool. What time period do you want to see the next Assassin's Creed game be in? World War I. Something a little more modern, probably. Uh, Not too modern, just some modern. Let's see. What do you think of Deadpool's new sidekick partner, Blind Spot? He was interesting. He was very interesting. Now he can kind of see again because remember he got his that Inhuman make blinded him, took his eyes right out, and then he got new eyes. His mother was kind of a bitch and things like that, but nah, he's okay. He's pretty cool. Introducing a new character was is great. I love that. Movie with Robin, Dick Grayson Young, looking forward for his parents' murder, intervening with the Batman facing Joe Chill at the end, and him becoming. What do you think about that? I really want them to kind of just stay away from Batman right now for some time, and just focus on other stuff besides just Batman. Um, it would be cool to see a a somewhat of a movie where Dick is chasing down, Boss Zuko, the person responsible for his parents' death. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Nifri, have you seen the CGI animated Zorro TV called Zorro: The Chronicles? It's on YouTube. And no, I haven't. I'll put it on the list. Tomochi Ishii versus Rusev. I'm going Ishii on that one. Where is Okay, hey Chris, how are you doing? What do you think of the new Robin Hood trailer? I have not watched it yet, Michael. I saw it upload. Expect a reaction to that. You know me, I'm a huge Robin Hood fan, so I've watched pretty much every Robin Hood TV series, show, movie. I go way back since the first time my late mother showed me Robin Hood with Earl Flynn. So yeah, and of course I read the books. I read the book. My Hero and One Punch Man. Someone make it happen. Okay. I like English dub anime. That's fine. I prefer to hear it in its natural dialogue. I can watch some anime dubbed because the voiceover actors, English dubbed actors, are doing great performances. But there are some animes I cannot watch dubbed. I rather watch it. One of them is Dragon Ball series. Period. I like the tag team, the Bar. They're fine, they're because but I still want to see Cesaro get a main event. I get a solo push. He's earned it. I do want to see that. Christina Hendrick as Poison Ivy, a talent actress, uh, and is voluptuous. Yeah, she's one of them. I get it. Bar is sick. Are you still doing the fantasy fight debate videos? I won't say no. I can't spoil that for you. No comment. There you go. Tony, do you think that the fact that none of the MCU here, except for Spider, don't have an individual could be an issue? No, no. AJ Daniels, who do you think? Who do you like more right now, Braun Strowman or Aleister Black? Uh, I like them both equally. Can't really say nothing bad about both any of them. So, what are your thoughts on the new Superman, Death of Superman movie? I'm interested because this one is going to be broken up into two parts, so they're not clunking together that whole series like they did with Death of Superman. You know that they just crammed everything in. So this one should be really more interesting. I know some people don't like that. It seems like they're still doing like New 52, but I'm looking forward to it. I actually want to see it. Are you a fan of Velveteen Dream? I like him. He's young. He stays healthy. He's definitely going to be something. I I could tell you that. Um yeah. Okay. Let's see. Who could play Wolverine instead of Hugh Jackman? Hard question. Not really. Um, Hard question. I know. Not really. To me, the person that should take over for the MCU version of Wolverine, and you can build off of that. And he's got some. I still think Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son. There you go. There's your Wolverine right there. Give him that platform to build off of that character. He's young, so he's got range to go. We need somebody like that. You know, I do feel that having Wolverine played by a younger actor, giving more of that feel that Wolverine has been around for so long, but he doesn't look a day over 30 or something like that. Scott Eastwood, go with it. Get him, bulk him up a little bit. The hair, Wolverine, man. I'm telling you. There you go. Um, what do you think? What would you grade Shinsuke Nakamura's heel run so far? Uh, First of all, I love his new theme, which is dope. I'd give it if I was grading him. He's got a solid B plus because and I give him the B plus because he's obsessed with balls because he ball shot. Like it's like damn AJ, like wear a cup, AJ. And then he did it to Daniel Bryan. You know, it's just like he's obsessed with balls, like hitting you in the nuts. It's just like oh god, like okay Shinsuke, like you're gonna have them pissing blood, like, and then he just gets off on it like he's all like it so cracks me up, but it's just like yeah. And but the thing is, in New Japan, he was a heel, and I've only seen some of his matches in New Japan, and he came off very creepy at times, and I was just like, yo, this guy's kind of creepy, you know. But yeah, it's it's funny, it's cool. What are your thoughts on WrestleMania 34? It's okay. There were some things I would have changed. It was good, but I felt that WWE missed the ball. I would have not turned AJ heel. I would have not turned Shinsuke heel. Um, I would have had him win. Uh, if you were gonna have, I would have not. Okay, I would not have had Asuka lose. I would not. I would not have had her lose. I would have had her beat Charlotte because now when you look at it. She's on SmackDown now. So what was the point of her losing? What was the point of her losing if she was going to SmackDown anyway? So would have not had her lose. I would have had in some way it would have been a hard match, but I would have had Asuka win, hard fought match, tap Charlotte out. Asuka getting up, she's groggy, she's somewhat here comes, you know who. Carmella comes out, whacks Oscar with the briefcase. She's, her. squeaky high voice. Come on, get ring the bell. Bell rings. Soon as she tries to go in for something, Oscar wraps it and taps her out. Ended there. I would have, and that would have been. But I would have literally had both Royal Rumble winners win. Both Royal Rumble winners win. I felt that was the wrong decision for WWE to not have at least one of their Royal Rumble winners win at WrestleMania. Um, I would have I would have had Finn win the IC title. He needed that more than Seth because it seems to me that Finn, as good as this man is over, they are not seeing the potential with him or so I don't know what it is. It's like now every time it's like they want to keep having Seth one up him, and it's just like nah, that doesn't work. I felt like Finn should have went to SmackDown. He should have went to SmackDown. Instantly should have went to SmackDown. Uh, but yeah, that's it. Watch Mojo makes verse series comparison with Batman wins all, and I could care less. Um, yeah, they a fan of Batman, but he's still just human with no power. I like Batman too. I'm a fan, but he can't beat everybody. He can't, and I get tired of people saying, "Oh, with prep time, that goes for anybody." But why is it so important with Batman? Like, oh, with prep time, he can beat anybody. That goes for anybody. Anybody got prep time, he they. So I don't get that. Comic Freak X, are you ready for the new season of Luke Cage? Hell yeah. They showed a clip of season two where I guess Luke is showing off what he can do. It's so funny. I actually reacted to it. I gotta upload all these things I'm talking about. I reacted to. I just have to upload them. But yeah, they pretty funny. That was funny. I I totally join your Discord. Thank you. Stardust. Wow, I didn't know you know he had not Stardust, not Cody Rhodes. It's just called Stardust. Jack Slate is what famous. Jack Slate is what famous. I asked because he said Dante of Devil May Cry the the Ali trash talk, and he backs it up. Actually, I've been saying that for years, so I don't know where he get that from. I've been saying that for years. Dante is the Muhammad Ali of trash of video game characters. He talks a lot of trash, but he backs it up. Um, so yeah, um, so yeah, that's pretty funny. I'm just saying. That's funny. Uh, hold on, I got a text message. Hold on. It's my supervisor. Hold on. My job. Uh, mm, yes. Thank you. It's my supervisor for work. Sorry. Uh, you seem to have but you feeling about the new Venom, but which Venom live action pisses you less off? Don't care about any of them actually. I don't. Um, I don't care for this Venom. It's like you're skipping valuable information and valuable importance of the character and the formation of that character. There's a reason why the character is like this. You're skipping that just to you skipped ahead. It makes no sense. So, and here's my opinion on, and here's the reason why. If you whoever sees it, tell me because I don't care to be spoiled about this movie. We start seeing him shooting webs. It's like, where did he learn that? Where did Venom learn that? Where? Who taught him how to shoot webs? It came from the fact that because he mimicked Spider-Man's powers. You need Spider-Man, and to me, it's just once again, it's just Sony. Just like they can't let Marvel outshine them with Spider-Man. So we got to do our own Spider-Man stuff, and we got to do this, and we got to do a Silver Sable Black Cat movie. Those are great supporting characters, but I never saw them truly being in their own series. None of those characters had a authentic run. Silver Sable and the Wild Pack, they didn't have a real legitimate comic run. Black Cat has had some miniseries, but overall, she's a great supporting character. She's not. I'm just saying, like they just can't. Mm, okay, are you a fan of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Perry, how many times you asked me this question? I've been asked this question by you about 9 times, and I've told you before. Yes, I was. Have you seen the Judas Contract movie? And do you think of their treatment of Tara as a misunderstood girl instead of a reckless, dangerous girl? I saw the movie. Their twist to it was okay, but I enjoyed it for what it was. But feel like they still could have done better. But we did get it finally. Uh, how did you like the conclusion of Tupac and Biggie series about will you give your thoughts on the series as a whole? I haven't watched it. I just like I'll binge watch it when I feel like I got too many things to watch. So, series that I'm focused on right now, I'm focused on right now. Those series like that I could watch anytime on demand and stuff like that. I'll watch it when I can. The first episode I did watch, it was pretty good. So yeah, I watch it when I can. Um, Drew McIntyre is very talented. He will have his day in the sun. Should have happened already. He doesn't need Dolph. He does not need Dolph. He does not. I'm actually tired of Dolph. I'm tired. First of all, I'm tired of the stupid scratch. The whole broke sign. Then he goes into this. Stop that bullshit. That needs to stop. That's just so stupid. I can't take that stuff anymore. Did you read the Justice League Power Rangers crossover? I did. I enjoyed it. Would you agree it's asinine for persons to say a NFL team doesn't deserve to be in the playoff because a great team in round two beat them? Yeah, it is. I don't play that. I'm looking forward to a Daniel Bryan kicking Miz. I am so looking forward to that. I think that's what we all want. We want to see Daniel get his hands on Miz and be like, beat the dog shit out of him. Like, remember all those times because I can't wrestle, now I can, and just beat the crap out of him. Michael Jackson or Prince? Michael Jackson. I like Prince too, but Michael Jackson. Um, what would? God damn it! I saw it. What? Where? I just saw it. What would you think of casting Kristen Wiig? What do you think of the cast? I talked about this before. Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig is Cheetah. I'm okay with it. I'll see where she goes, what she does. They're doing the Barbara Minerva Cheetah, so the one that's fully looks like a humanoid cat woman, cheetah woman, not the first cheetah, Priscilla. Should have forgotten her last name. The original one, who just was in a cat suit. Chuck Norris versus Batman, who wins? Going all the way with Chuck. I want Assassin's Creed in feudal Japan. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. But the way they went, Assassin's Creed Origin is starting in Egypt and everything like that. That's cool. But I mean, let's do. They've already done China, so let's go Japan. That'd be great. I gotta send you a link to Omega and Ibushi training to get ready for the Bullet Club. Very, very new fan friendly. So um, I like Kenny Omega. I like Ibushi. You know, I've seen a lot of their stuff. It's not like I haven't seen their stuff. It's just, you know, I try to keep as much as I can, but I also keep up with a lot of the all female promotions like Shine and Shimmer. Definitely love those things too. Um, One of the best wrestling YouTube videos I've ever seen. Oh, okay. I might be alone on this, but I don't think the 2005 Fantastic Four is as bad as everyone says it. What do you think about it? Are we talking about the one with Chris Evans? I like that one. I have no problem with that. But the thing about the Fantastic Four, in terms of with these directors, and I'm sure when they come back home, Feige will understand. First thing you got to understand is that they're a family. They're a family first, then they're superheroes. So you put that dynamic first. That's always got to be the big marquee right there. They're family first. There's a reason why they're called the first family, because they are. They're a family. So you get that first. Um, then you go into the other stuff. But you're not alone. Would you like to have a PS4 remaster of Dragon Ball Z Budokai? No, not really. If I want a remaster of anything PS4, I'm already getting it with Final Fantasy VII. I think I've heard Cesaro being compared to or called the modern day Dean Malenko, right down to both one once had a terrible gimmick, Double had a terrible. And do you think it's true? Uh, okay, Dean Malenko, his that whole ladies man gimmick he had, where basically Cesaro's old music, that Ça me va, that was Dean Malenko's music when he had that ladies man like gimmick. It was stupid. When I think of Dean Malenko, I'm thinking about the Iceman, the guy like that dude is gonna fuck you up. Like you look in his eyes, like ain't nobody there. It's cold, stuff like that. Cesaro's a big 007 fan. He loves James Bond. He's gone on record saying that many times. But to me, when he went heel and he was still doing that, I was like, yeah, he needs to stop. Get rid of that because you're not. No, get rid of it. Now they want to do the fusion technique and they fuck it up all the time because they don't know. They're not in sync when they do it. So if they did it, they would probably be all fat. Uh, you know. Let's see what else we got. Shajar's theme is awesome. Yeah, that new theme is great. I love it. Loves those low blows. Yeah, he. Do you think Alan Tunick as the Thing could be a good casting? Um, he maybe. I definitely want to see Thing human for a while. You want to see human Ben Thing, but you definitely want to see. Definitely, what I want from Thing when he comes home is I don't want to see him fully. I don't want him to see him really fully CGI. I want practical effects, um, but just add the CGI to his size. Like he should be a little bit bigger than, not as big as the Hulk, but big enough where he's a little bit. He's bigger than him. You see how they did Ving Rhames as Charlie 27 in Guardians of the Galaxy? How they just made him bigger. That's perfect. That. What comic book movie do you think have the best music theme? Uh, if the kid in me would say Guardians of the Galaxy, because every theme that was in that movie I loved. I've listened to it. My mom, like I said, music like that was playing in my household all the time. My mom, things like that. That's where I got my love for music, for different era musics from my mom and my dad and stuff like that. But definitely Black Panther had a good theme. Captain America's definitely. I love Winter Soldier's theme. Those themes in there, I love that theme. Um, Wonder Woman, she's just Wonder Woman's theme. Period. I love that theme. That I love that theme. I could play that, listen to that all day because I love that so much. There's just so many. There really is. Michael Porter, yo, do you buy into the whole SJW Marvel thing? No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. Um, what do you think of Pain's speech about hatred and peace to Naruto? That's probably one of my favorite arcs in Naruto Shippuden. The Pain's arc. Jesus Christ, that was crazy. Uh, Scary, but do you hate the Amazing Spider-Man is being relaunched again? It's not being relaunched again. Y'all gotta stop saying that because it's just a jumping on point. It still will be Amazing Spider-Man 800 and whatever. It's still gonna have that number. They're doing the whole thing like they used to do, what they did in the early 2000s. Because if you look at Avengers number one, supposedly, right underneath that number one, it has its real numbering 68091. So it's not a relaunch. It's not really a relaunch. So stop looking at it like that, guys. Yeah. Do you think Mr. Freeze would be a great to adapt on the big screen? Done right? Yeah, because they tried to adapt him with Batman and Robin, and all Arnold, Mr. Schwarzenegger, had to do was just play the Terminator all over again. But he didn't. Let's see here. What time is it? Oh, okay, we're still good. We're gonna wrap this up at 11. Um, you're in WWE. You're in WWE in a hypocrite world. A. What brand would be? B. Who are you chilling with backstage? C. What belt would you go for? And who would you team up with in a mixed match top? Okay, so if I was in WWE, okay, first let's answer this first. What brand would I be on? Um, mm, SmackDown, SmackDown, probably, yeah, SmackDown. Who would I be chilling with backstage? AJ, Xavier, and all of them, playing games with them. Um, Becky, my queen. Um, yeah, people like that. The Usos, Naomi, people like that. I'd be chilling with them. Uh, what belt would I be going after? Yeah, the WWE, or the Intercontinental or the United States. Uh,
You're on
I'm on
SmackDown.
SmackDown, so yeah, there you go. Mixed. Who would I have in a mixed tag match? It's between Becky or Oscar. There you go. I'm at a bed. Good night, Dylan. Joe Quesada said Zod is the superhero, true hero of the Man of Steel movie. Would you agree with that bullcrap? Zod methods involve genocide of humans, so highly laughable and most illogical and hugely delusional. He actually said that. He said
He
he
said when he watched it, he came, he came from it believing that I felt more like a hero.
no, no, no. I don't. I don't agree anything with Fat Casada says. Okay. Xena versus Kratos, who would win? Remember, they snapped and started killing Greek gods. Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Now hold on. Xena had a legitimate reason for wiping out many of the gods. One, they were trying to go after her daughter, and she gained that power of killing gods by divine power. I think it was from the archangel Michael. So they didn't snap. She didn't snap. She did not snap. She was protecting her daughter Eve. They were trying to kill her because they felt Eve was the basically her being born was going to bring the dawn of the the day of killing, the Greek gods. Number two, if you remember back then, if you can remember, because I remember the both Hercules and Xena series too well. Um, Hercules killed his father because he was going to kill baby Eve, and Hercules killed her. He didn't want to, but it happened. They fell on. He had it. They rolled, and there was like this special dagger that can kill gods, and Zeus got killed by it. He fell on it. But the thing that could only kill gods in the Xena Hercules world was you had to be either another god, hind's blood, the blood from the golden hind, and things like that. But Xena did not snap. Kratos, once again, in the beginning, you kind of felt in the first game, you felt for Kratos because Ares betrayed him, and hence the reason why. But then after a while, after a couple of games, the first two games, the second one and the third one, I was not a big fan of Kratos. I felt like he was a dick, and it was just like, yo, he was the villain. Like he after he became the new God of War, what did he do? He became corrupt with power. He was now he still wanted to. So in some ways, the Olympians had every right to take that away from him, and then it's all that other stuff.
So the way I look at it,
Yeah,
you saying what Xena did is what basically what Kratos did.
yeah. But in terms of a fight between them, you still got to remember Xena's she's still only human. She's still only mortal, and yeah, she's able to take on gods because she's just the whip Ares sometimes. So it's like she fought Athena, and but she's still only human. When Callisto became a goddess, after a while, Callisto would whoop her. So she's still only a while. Kratos is a demigod. Let's do the math, okay? Unless she somehow get the pinch on Kratos, okay. Let's be honest. Harley Quinn offers you $50 to have sex with her. Would you accept it? No, no, no. I like Harley and all, but no, I would not want to even attempt to even go that route with her, because all I'm thinking about is Joker touched you somewhere, and I no, ugh. And me, I feel like she would want to try some things I'm not comfortable with doing. Okay, what up, Chris? What's one of the big things you're looking forward to in Avengers 4? Sorry, Sin, I told you no questions. You want to know what I want to expect? Wait till the spoiler edition of Avengers Infinity War. You will hear all that in that video. So I'm not answering anything from that. The Venom movie without Spider-Man is like the Joker without Batman. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, and I don't even care for that Joker origin movie that's coming out. Um, let's see. Next up, uh, okay, keep going. I'm trying to answer now. What was the best biop movie you've seen? My favorites: Malcolm X and Ray. Those are up there. I like 42, even though that we only got to see. That's only the baseball side of Jackie Robinson. He had other stuff outside of that. Yeah. Um, I thought I sat down and watched Lincoln. I thought that was really good. Um, there's a couple of buyout movies that were really good that I enjoyed, but I'm waiting for Stevie Wonder to get his. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Stan Lee to get one. I'm sorry, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby need a buyout movie. They definitely need. If there's two people in the comic industry that needs a buyout movie, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Who I would get to play Jack Kirby? Robert De Niro. There you go. Okay, if you could ask us anything about you, if you could ask us anything about what you ask, what would you ask us? If I could ask you guys anything, what would it be? Uh, I don't want to sound vain, or narcissistic, but do you guys follow everything I put up here, or do you just follow certain things? There you go. Um, because I hear a lot of you guys say like I'm better than some other people. I don't look at myself like that. I really don't. You know, it's humbling to hear people say that. Yeah, I only watch certain people on YouTube. You're one of them. I find that humbling, but I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. I don't. Let's see. What's next? What are your thoughts? What are you looking forward to in Creed 2? Uh, now that Drago and I think his son will get involved. The first thing I'm very much looking forward to is even before maybe a fight, I want to sit down with Adonis and Drago, and I want to know. I want him in his own words, and was like, what was going through your head when you killed my father? Like you, why? Why did you kill him? Like just I want answers. That's one thing I want to like. Do you regret killing my father? Like you killed my father. Like you basically said, if he dies, he dies. You showed no remorse for doing it. Um, would it be interesting if they did a TV adaptation of Static Shock according to McDuffie's vision? The only way, well, that's the reason why we haven't seen Static or anything like that is because of the McDuffie estate. I think something with his wife and everything like that. So, yeah, Thanos versus Doctor Manhattan, who wins? Um, we with Thanos with the gauntlet or not? Because if not, Thanos would put up a fight, but Doctor Manhattan would win. I think. Doc Primus. What would the Marvel universe be like if Deadpool lost his ability to break the fourth wall? Nothing. There'd be other
Be
characters
what
that.
it was before he even
I
came.
mean, yeah, it'd be the same way without it because nothing was wrong with when it wasn't. He wasn't there. So no. Maybe the Disney live action Aladdin movie the answer will be answered why the genie can't make persons fall in love. I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
kind of a.
it, that's
I feel a wish thing would make somebody as a cop because that's
that's
a
kind of
very
brain. Yeah,
selfish.
I
Yeah,
yeah I think look with when Genie said I can't bring people back from the dead, and he said he could, but it's not a pretty sight. He jokingly said it. It's not a pretty. But then he said, rule number two, I can't make people fall in love. That if you heard what Malcolm said, yeah, that's a very love is it's eternal that you find yourself attracted to this person alone, nobody else, and it's an emotion that if you are to play with it, it feels like brainwashing. You're just brainwashing this person to fall in love with you. Like one of my favorite movies that kind of deals with it. It starred Sandra Bullock and the actor who voiced Hercules in the Disney movie Love Potion Number 9. That basically kind of summed up the whole sums of love in a sense. Like they use this potion to make just by speaking they would have somebody just fall in love with them even if they weren't. I mean, even Sandra Bullock character, she had the Prince of England fall in love with her when it was just like, wait, what? and she was gonna get married to him and everything. It's crazy stuff like that. But that's an emotion. Like you don't really mess with that.
As I always
Um,
say, I always be, I wish to be with the person, the love of my life. I always say, well, what if the love of your life that you're not the love of your life's love of their lives?
yeah, there's stuff like that. It's like so I don't really mind if they don't explain that at all. Like I don't really care about that. um, Tony asked me, "Have you ever tried Ethiopian food? If not, trust me, it's the best." The only African food that I've tried is fufu. I've tried fufu, which is like a fruity paste. It's really good. It's actually really good. But I've never tried everything from the motherland. Uh, would you agree it's lame ass writing suspension of misbehaving instead of a plausible explanation which superheroes with paper thin disguises aren't recognized? Oh yeah, I've said that about Superman for how many years? Like nobody can tell that Clark Kent and Superman are the same person. I find that just so funny. He Man and Prince Adam, the He Man that I grew up with, nobody could tell Prince Adam and He Man were the same. Just when he was He Man, he had a darker tan and he had a echoed voice, but nobody could tell the difference. It's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah, Sinquan, quick thoughts on Bill Cosby, please. I don't want to talk about that. I don't. I don't. Sorry, I don't. I don't. Uh, which late celebrity do you wish was still around? There's too many. Too many. All right, get ready to wrap this up. There's a rumor that, damn it. Okay, so get your last questions right now, guys, because I'm gonna wrap this up. Um, there's a rumor that they're making a remake of Captain America. Do you think it's a good idea? Not a remake. If not a remake, just continuing Captain America with Bucky, fine, that's great. So I don't mind that, but I don't really play too much into the rumors, especially with the Marvel movies, because they got a plan. They stick to it. If you're talking about the rumor of the Eternals, yeah, that's true. Batman never modified his voice in Batman and Robin movies, so unbelievable. No one recognized Bruce Wayne. I yeah, that's
He
true.
wasn't Bruce
He
Wayne.
wasn't Bruce Wayne. He was George Clooney, which he has apologized to us fans. I love George Clooney. Don't get me wrong. I love George Clooney. Great guy. Just seems like a real cool guy. But the truth is, he was a terrible Batman. He knows it. He knows he was. He was a terrible Batman. Just even Michael Keaton did something with his voice. Val Kilmer did something somewhat with his voice. He kind of upped the tempo of his voice a little bit to sound a little bit more. While when he was Bruce Wayne, he kind of lowered it a little bit, but when he was Batman, he kind of was kind of that. But George Clooney didn't do nothing. Thoughts on Indiana Jones 5. Let's see where it goes. I love Indiana Jones, but let's be honest. I love Harrison Ford, but Mr. Ford, he's getting up there, and I felt that if they were going to do more Indiana Jones, because India is now under Disney, they want to do more Indian, then they should do more Lost Adventures of Indiana Jones, like when he was younger or something like that, where you get a new actor to take over the role. I Chris Pratt would have been a perfect choice for a younger Indiana Jones, in my opinion. I love how Chris Pratt's his career has just gone from here to here. I love it. I love that. I love his progression. Tony, have you seen the cast of the live action Lion King? Yes, I have. That's real good. Man of Steel, Clark Kent didn't wear glasses until the end of the movie, and no one recognized him as Superman. Yeah, except for Lois. For some, they're stupid. Yeah. Green Arrow has a paper thin disguise, and most people don't recognize Oliver Queen is. Yeah, you can add Cyclops, Robin. No, now depending because the Domino Mask, but Ollie. has a hood on, so it's still some, you give some discredit that. And with Robin, yeah, the domino mask, but not a lot of people see Dick Grayson when he was Robin, or any of the Robins out as their alter egos as much. But I can understand. Cyclops, they don't really have secret identities. They don't. The X-Men don't really have secret identity. They wear costumes, but it's not an identity for them. You know. Best villain, Thanos or Heath Ledger's Joker? Thanos. Thanos. Hey man, I've seen you all around YouTube, and I live in Mount Vernon, Washington, right? Cause that's where I live. I subbed to you after a couple of years. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I live in Mount Vernon, New York. I know there's a lot of different other Mount Vernons. There's one in Washington. There's one in Illinois. There's one in Virginia. That's where President Washington's from. I'm in New York. Thank you. I appreciate that. I watch mostly the Q and A's. I like the this free format and hearing your thoughts on the other thing. Keep up. Okay. Do you think James Wan will give us a great character in Black Manta? I hope so. I hope so. Wan can go really dark, and I think kind of we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Hopefully, they do Black Manta some justice. Uh, you're a beast. You're a beast. 90-minute plus and no drink. Last, who's winning the NBA Finals? I, I, I don't know. I just don't want it to be the same old, same old. I want somebody to step up new. That's all I have. Thoughts on Vern, aka Mini Me passing? That sucked. That sucked. Hearing that Mini Me actor who played Mini Me passing. He was so young, but I know that's probably due to his extreme. He had extreme dwarfism, and I know that plays a lot of factor on certain, on how you live and everything like that. And it's so bad. He had to use a scooter from time to time. So that sucked. It really did. Um, do you consider The Rock to be a good catch for Black Adam? Hell yeah. That's We've been saying Black Adam for The Rock for the longest. So when it finally came true, it was like about damn time. Uh, so other than that, guys, thank you for your questions. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next month with another Q&A. Thank you for everybody who came out and chilled with me for 2 hours or so. I try to do 2 hours for you guys. But other than that, guys, look forward to. I, there's a lot of things I gotta put up. I know you guys probably want to hear my thoughts on the entire season of Black Lightning. I know you guys have noticed. There's one person in particular, well, actually two, that still wants to know my thoughts on the Punisher series. Things like that. I have all these things planned, and you do the videos, but then it's the editing process that sometimes I'm editing for hours and I'm up late doing the editing, so just bear with me. um I'll be back soon. Other than that, guys, as always, this is Mount Vernon Kid, your alpha, the I'm the Geek High Lord of New York, bidding you all adieu. Enjoy the rest of your week. As always, for all those who did not see or on their way to see Infinity War, enjoy. Have a tissue, because you're going to have some issues. You see what I did right there? Other than that, y'all take care.